Hi, my name is Richard and I'm from Ecdesign. Today I'm going to show you some of the very cool new updates in Ecdesign 5, the latest version. And we're going to start off by showing the light system. So in here, if you look in the ceiling, we have these square lights. In past versions of Ecdesign, they were automatically placed into your floor plan, and you could choose square lights, spotlights, rectangular. In past versions of Ecdesign 5, it was a little bit different, but now we have made it more like it was in Ecdesign 4. So what you do is, if I want to change these square lights, I go to Orbit or 2D, and then I go to Ceilings, and then I see my ceiling here. And those lights are underneath the ceiling, so we don't see them. But if I select this room and this ceiling, it becomes green marked. Then on the right side here, I can change my light fixture. So let's say I want to use spotlights instead. And we go back into 3D. You'll see how it instantly changed. These lights do not change the light of the room or your design. That you do in another tab called Lights. This is the place you go when you want to adjust the real light of your layout. If you want to make it look darker, brighter, if you want to move around lights, then you use these cones and you can move around. So it's a little bit different. But we have a different video for this feature, so we're not going to go into that. We're going to move on to a very anticipated feature called walkthrough video. And I'm going to go into 3D. And when I'm in 3D, in real-time 3D, I can go to this blue camera button up here. And if you've been using Ecdesign 5, you know how to render images and create a presentation. But now, walkthrough video. That brings me into the movie director or the walkthrough video editor. And here I start by clicking create new. And you will be brought back into 3D. And now we're going to create so-called keyframes. And that is the path that you want the camera to move in your design. So let's say my first start of the video here should be right there. So I'm going to click keyframe. And it creates a thumbnail. Then I can move anywhere in the scene. And I can place another keyframe. And I can continue to move. We'll add another one maybe over here. And let's say that is the sequence that I want to have in my video. We can do this multiple times, create multiple clips. But this is to start, and I'm going to call this start in my keyframe headline there. And then I'm going to click preview, and I can get a quick preview of the path. And this is simple real time. And it goes through it. And if I'm happy, I click close. But if I don't like it, I can go back to a clip. I can reposition. Oh, that was another move. And I can click on the refresh button and it refreshes that thumbnail. But let's say I'm happy with this. I'm going to click close and it brings me into the movie editor or the walkthrough editor. And this is my first clip that I named start. It also, since it's my first clip, it will automatically end up in the timeline here. And what I can do here is I can move it around if I had multiple clips and line them up. I can choose to lengthen or shorten this clip. So it will automatically create a certain length of this video depending on how far that path was in your design. Currently it's roughly 8 seconds, but I'm going to change it up here to my right in my menu, and I'm going to say I want that clip to be 20 seconds or maybe even 30 seconds. So what's going to happen is it slows it down. I can do a preview and see how that video goes much slower now. But I'm going to press escape. That brings me back in. We're going to click create new again. And let's say we just want to go over here. Right here will be perfect. create another keyframe. And this one I just want to move very slowly down and face the equipment, just like that. A shorter clip, a shorter distance in the scene. And I'm going to click close. That brings in my clip here, and I didn't name it anything. I drag it in where I want it. If I place them over each other, it's going to be automatically placed next to each other. And here I can go in and change the duration to maybe 10 seconds. You see the blue transition here. That's a fade in if you want, but you can also remove the fade for all the clips or one clip. Basically just a smooth transition between the clips. Now I could start by creating my walkthrough right now, but I want to do a couple more things. I want to go to audio, and here I can select music. And you can simply click on one and you can play the audio and preview it. But let's say this is the one I want. I then simply drag it out into my timeline, and you'll see it's longer than my clip, but it will automatically end at the right time. So you don't have to worry about that. And if you're ready to go, you click Create Walkthrough, select the resolution up to 4K, and then you save it on your computer for a location, and then it's going to render. And depending on the length of the video and your computer, what specs it has, it will be a couple minutes to render.